What is up, you guys? This is Kayla. I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things wrestling. Welcome to the very first Running the Ropes podcast. I am your host, Kayla, joined by my co-host.
What up, guys? It's your boy, DJ AIM, and we're on the podcast.
We are on the very first, the inaugural podcast.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. And today we got a nice show planned for you guys. We're going to be talking about WWE Royal Rumble 2018. We got a loaded card here. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of matches, and the very first 30 women over the top rope Royal Rumble match.
You know, you talk about being stacked. I think this is the less stacked Rumble we had, because I feel like we have less matches than we had the previous year. But nevertheless, it is stacked because we have so much to talk about.
So much to talk about, so much history being made. And you know what? Let's just jump right into our very first match here.
Are we jumping? Can I jump?
You can jump if you want. You can jump over the top rope and be eliminated.
I don't want to do that.
But we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble later. But right now, we're going to get to the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match. And that's going to be the Usos, the Uso Penitentiary, versus American Beta, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin in a 2 out of 3 falls match. What a match. What a year the Usos have been having in the WWE. I mean, you got to say that coming from the Samoan gimmick that they had back when they debuted to now the Uso Penitentiary, it's pretty crazy. They've put on the best matches of 2017 with the New Day, and I think they're going to continue that in this match.
And you know, they showed how good they were. When they first turned heel, people were booing them, but then now the fans see how good they are. They don't care. Their gimmicks are supposed to be heel, but they turn face. The fans cheer them on in the matches, and I think that has a lot to do with the matches that they had with the New Day. And because now people are booing American Beta.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays the fans, and I don't know if this speaks for everyone, but I feel like talent is what gets you over.
Roman.
Roman's a touchy subject, but we want to stay on track with this match. We got the Usos, who are the current champions, and we got American Beta, who are on this weird winning streak, I guess. There was that controversy a couple weeks ago on SmackDown where, what was it, Shelton Benjamin or Chad Gable? Chad Gable was the one who pinned the wrong Uso, and they thought they won the tag team championships. Turns out they didn't.
Yeah, because a different referee came out, which is weird because that never happens in other matches unless the storyline asks for it.
Yeah.
But so, I wasn't happy though. I wasn't like, yes, American Beta just won the tag team title, because it was like, eh.
If this was American Alpha with Jason Jordan, I would have preferred that more in a strange sense because, really? I don't know, after that, they won the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships before, and they've won the NXT Tag Team Championship, and they're a group that I wish stayed together longer because they have something. Like every time that they were in NXT takeovers or when they debuted on the main roster, it was electric when they won the Tag Team Championships, and you just can't deny that talent.
No, you can't. Some people just work really well together, and then some people don't.
And given Chad Gable's Olympic background, you know, teaming him with Shelton Benjamin was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And you know, this talent level, I've seen them live, and we've all seen them on SmackDown. They're a very talented group, and in this match, it might have a chance to be the match of the night. Because, I don't know, apparently the Usos have a good trend of being the match of the night in every, pay-per-view they're in.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the opener match to the Rumble.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
On that note, I'm going to go with the American Beta, as much as I hate to say it.
American Beta. Yeah, I can see that, too, because that weird thing on SmackDown, I don't know if it was 2 weeks ago now, we are recording this on January 28th, and it's... They were outside campaigning that, we won, we pinned the right Uso,
Free the tag team titles.
Yeah, and then, though this never happened before, I feel like, especially given the Jay or Jimmy DUI, it might be the time where the Usos give up the straps, and maybe it'll be American Beta's time. So I'm going American Beta too. That's out of the 2 of the 3 falls match, I got to go with American Beta.
But then who do you make Beta lose to then? Do you make it back to the Usos? Because then what's the point? Like, what other teams on there on SmackDown besides the Bludgeon Brothers, which are heel? What face would you have win?
See, this is where I'm starting to dig back into old storylines.
Yeah.
I can see the Fashion Police going after the tag team titles, maybe at Mania or after, and then have the Bludgeon Brothers just go on an absolute tear. Because if you remember correctly, the whole beef with the Fashion Police was, they remember the 3B or the 2B or something like that? It was the Bludgeon Brothers.
3B, you mean 3MB?
R.I.P. 3MB. But I can see that happening, though, like the Fashion Police, because they're pretty over, I would say. Maybe you have the Ascension turn heel, or maybe you have the Fashion Police turn heel. There's a lot of possibilities, and always after Mania, there's always going to be someone coming up, like a new tag team. Authors of Pain, Sanity. There's groups that are coming up, and I feel like they can inject some life into the tag team division.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but
so we're on the right track. American Beta.
Yeah, we're on the same page here. Right. So we're moving from one tag team championship match to the other, which is the Raw Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. What is it? We set the bar.
We're not just the bar. We set the bar.
I feel like that's off. I don't know why.
But, somewhere Teddy Long is happy. He's like, tag match, player.
Oh,
Hey.
he loves tag team matches, and he loves The Undertaker.
You're facing The Undertaker tonight.
I was hoping that at Raw 25 that he'd set a tag team match. That's too much to ask for. But getting back on track, we got Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan.
Versus The Undertaker?
Versus The Undertaker. Well, that's something for another day. We got Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, who do not seem to be on the same page as of late. They seem to be miscommunicating, and I don't...
Just like me and you every time we try to do a show.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah.
But Jason Jordan is a character, and I've been saying this since day one. His character development has changed so much because he's now becoming that arrogant,
son of a bitch that he is.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. We're not. We can do that. Yeah. We can do that. But Jason Jordan, the son. I'm using air quotes here. The son of Kurt Angle. WWE thinks we're stupid in a sense that things don't add up. But that's just me being a picky fan. But Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins haven't been communicating well. He actually just hit him with, what was it, the knee off the top rope?
Well, he also called Seth the match 2 weeks ago, was it?
Yeah.
When Finn Balor beat him, but then he helped him last week. He's been causing a lot of troubles when The Bar is fighting Titus Worldwide. And then coming back. So, what's going on in Jason's mind? Like, is he heel? Is he face? Is he just cocky that Kurt Angle's his dad? Quote unquote.
That's where I like the character development, because he used to be like, I'm going to earn it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to grind for it. And then now he's like, Dad, put me in the match. Like a Survivor Series. He was like, Dad, I believe I can do this. Come on, put me in the match. Even though I'm hurt, do it because I'm your son. Like that, I like that because we've seen it in TNA kind of with EC3 and Dixie Carter.
Really? Oh yeah.
Because he's like the nephew or something. But back to this match, it's pretty hard for me to see Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins losing this title like now. I don't know. Maybe if they got something planned for Seth Rollins at Mania, then I can see them losing the titles. But I don't know.
See, because we both went with new tag team titles on SmackDown. So I can see The Bar somehow winning it by a dirty, not by clean win, by somewhere dirty. And Jason Jordan just keeps complaining to Kurt, like, oh, they cheated. I'm going to go with The Bar.
You're going to go with The Bar.
I'm going with The Bar. They're not just a bar. They set the bar. That's what it is.
We don't set the bar. We are the bar.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I knew it was something like that. This match, I can see it going one of two ways. Jason Jordan
raising the bar.
Raising the bar. He's raising the bar, I would say. But he's going to mess up a move and hit Seth Rollins, and then it's going to cause Cesaro and Sheamus to get the roll-up, like the quick roll-up.
Holding the tights.
Yeah, something like that. Or Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan get on the same page, at least for one night, and they can fend off Cesaro and Sheamus. But, again, I don't know. Something about Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan I like going into this match, and I'm going with Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan.
Can I add something else before we move on to the next match?
Yeah, what's up?
You know what I don't like about the storyline?
What?
This storyline reminds me, it's like fucking copy and paste of Sheamus and Cesaro. Like, not on the same page. They had a couple matches. They're not trusting each other, stuff like that. One person's trying to do something else. It's like, to me, It's kind of like the same thing. Kind of like Team Hell No. Copy and paste if you look at it.
Yeah, and I guess that's how the best tag team groups form.
Yeah.
I guess in a way, because like you grow with them, you grow past like the stages where they're not good together, then where they're really good together, and then you get the breakup, just like the Shield. I mean, the Shield never really had that.
Yeah,
like,
you just had a great, amazing.
They just gelled from the start, and it really wasn't anything until Seth Rollins turned, and then we're back, but they weren't really back. Yeah. I don't know. But
it wasn't really the Shield. It was like
they're calling this the Shield, which is completely fucking ridiculous.
You know what's also fucking ridiculous? They call it the Shield Triple Powerbomb instead of just Triple Powerbomb.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the Shield kind of made it like what it is.
Yeah, but when they first started, they just called it a Powerbomb. But now they're like, oh, Shield Powerbomb, promote it, advertise it.
But like, you know, there's I don't know, was it a bicycle kick in soccer? Is like a Pele kick or something like that? I guess it's just like the one who perfects it is kind of like the one. But we're
the phenomenal one. Is that the next match?
Oh wow! Are you looking at my laptop here? But up next, guys, we got the WWE champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
No, you gotta do it right. We have the man who put SmackDown Live on the map, AJ Styles.
Let me just preface this by saying, when I seen him live a month ago. I met him. Very good dude. But the guy who announces AJ Styles, just take notice when he walks in that building. He is the best announcer for that, like ever. Like you got Paul Heyman saying, Brock Lesnar. This guy was made to say, AJ Styles.
It's not like Tony Nese was the one that's supposed to say, rated R superstar.
Exactly. Like there's those announcers that are meant for those people. But we got AJ Styles versus Cammy, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Cammy? Did you say Cammy?
Yeah, because that's what AJ Styles calls Sami. Cammy. Yeah. If you haven't watched SmackDown, you really don't know. But I got I was looking at it. But in a 2-on-1 handicap match for the WWE title.
Championship.
That's what it says here. WWE title. Championship title. We're the same thing.
Belt.
Belt.
I'm not worrying about today.
I mean, you know, to each their own, I guess. But back on track, this Styles match, do you think he's coming out of this match with the championship?
Yes, I am. Because me and you talked about this before we went on podcast, on our show. And I said that at Fastlane, there was a poster leaked that last month saying that's going to be a Fatal Five-Way. And Cammy was supposed to be in it, defending it against AJ Styles and 2 other superstars. So I think Cammy's going to lose it. And it's going to be AJ Styles. And I hope Cammy goes on to bigger, better things, which means the tag team titles. Because I want them to face in the tag team title match and have those titles for a year or so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see Styles losing. I really don't. What I want to happen... Too sweet. There it is. We just too sweet. What I want to happen is I want AJ to win, go on to Mania, and then this will tie into our predictions later for who's going to win the male Royal Rumble. But imagine if in the Royal Rumble, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn enter as one person.
Oh, my God.
Imagine if they both run down to the ring. Because knowing them, they can do it. Because they're like, oh, we're one person, we're one team. And, like, you know, knowing them, it can be where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn cheat to eliminate some babyface. I don't know who's going to be in the Rumble. But I can see that happening. Because they're pulling double duty if they don't win, or unless you see there's something like Lay Cool where they split the title.
That's smart, and then they could be co-win if they do win it, co-Royal Rumble winners.
Yeah, like I'm interested to see where the breakup comes about, like who turns on who, because it was Kevin Owens last time.
I hope they just have this running for a couple more years, not right away, because the breakup is still kind of fresh in everybody's head.
Yeah.
So I really hope that they keep Cammy together. Because Jericho and Kevin Owens won the tag team titles, which I was upset about.
They did? I forgot.
No, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't. Because I was about to say I don't really remember.
No, I was upset because I wanted them to win the tag team titles, but they never did. Because Kevin won the Universal title that same year, so
yeah,
I was upset about that. So I hope Cammy wins the tag team titles. Hashtag I'm with Cammy.
I'm with Cammy. Oh my gosh, we're gonna move on.
We're leaving Cammy behind.
Yeah, we're leaving Cammy in the past
because
we're moving on to a match that has a Beast, a monster, and a machine. That is the Universal Championship match that has Brock Lesnar going against the monster among men, Braun Strowman, and the big red machine, Kane, in a triple threat match.
Braun!
Yeah, Braun. Braun is an interesting dude. He has grappling hooks. He has trucks he can tip over, ambulances. Like, no one's safe when Braun is pissed.
Braun!
Because he will mess you up.
And you want to know the funny thing about Braun?
What?
He's never finished with you.
You're gonna get these hands.
Yeah.
You're gonna get these hands.
Who, me or Justin? Braun's gonna give you guys hands. What are you talking about?
That's Braun's new catchphrase. It's on a T-shirt.
You're gonna catch these hands?
WWEshop.com. Hashtag not sponsored. But yes, there is a new Braun Strowman shirt that says you can catch these hands.
We're gonna get shit on the first podcast.
We're not, because this is free promotion. Free promotion for everybody.
I'm just wait. We're gonna get a message one day. Yeah, you guys are being sued for WWE for using hashtag shop.com.
If anything, they should thank me. They should thank me.
Thank you now or later.
Anytime. I'm open 24 hours a day.
That was supposed to be Drake line. You can thank me now.
I'm not as hip as you.
Come on.
I'm not as hip.
That's why I got my hat backwards.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're catching Pokemon out here. But we're getting back to this Universal Championship match. All right. Let's be honest. Do you think Brock is losing this title?
No, I think Kane's winning the title. He's getting one more run, and let's be fucking serious. It's going to be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Yeah, Brock Lesnar is winning this. I could see Braun getting cheated out of the victory.
Well, a trash can's going to come up and be like...
Hear me out. This is just fantasy booking here. Imagine Braun Strowman getting cheated out of this win. He gets furious. He starts breaking stuff at Raw. And then Triple H is at Raw. Sees him going on this path. And he's like, if you don't stop, I'm going to have to put you down myself. Because they planted the seeds at Survivor Series where Triple H kind of turned on Team Raw and then just kind of like...
Turned back on Raw.
Yeah, it was very weird. And then Braun just said, you know what? Enough of you. He just destroyed Triple H. Triple H looked scared for his life.
But his beard's on point.
Braun's?
No, Triple H's.
Triple H, yeah. Yeah, he's got a good beard.
Yeah.
He does.
Just not as good as yours. Yours is just fluffy.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Don't shave it again.
I'll try not to.
If you guys didn't know, Kevin shaved his beard when he got kicked out of the Wyatt family and joined the SES.
Yeah, I turned, was it turning face or heel, you think?
Well, you joined CM Punk Straight Edge Society. So
that's heel? I'm heel, turning heel? I'm just switched factions. That's what I did. Yeah, but getting back to where are you going with this? But back to this Universal Championship match. It's just going to be a giant, big man fest.
It's going to be a sausage fest.
It's gonna be a giant like spot fest with everyone just doing power moves. Kane's going to do probably a tombstone and a choke slam through a table. He's going to light something on fire.
Then Goldberg's going to come, spear Brock, and then leave.
That's a guy...
And then bring his son.
I'll save that for the Rumble. And
then his son comes off with a topless shirt on, runs around.
Little Berg. That's what we call him, Little Berg. Iceberg or something. Iceberg. But we're going to move on from that Universal Championship match because Brock Lesnar seems to be the lock facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
That's been the plan since night after Mania.
It was the plan since 2 WrestleManias ago when they had the same exact match, but no, the difference is no one's going to cash in this time.
Hey, Carmella.
Oh my gosh. She gets her revenge for Ellsworth winning the women's Money in the Bank. She's going to take the men's Universal title. Oh my
I'm booking it right now. Carmella's cashing in.
Oh my dude. If that, especially with this women's Royal Rumble coming up, anything's possible.
Yo, Carmella's cashing in at Mania.
Could be.
She'd be the first woman to win the WWE title.
No, China won the IC title.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So Carmella's going one step ahead. And she's going to make the title fabulous.
Oh, boy. Well, speaking of Carmella and the women, we're making history here at the Royal Rumble in 2018. The first ever 30 women over the top rope Royal Rumble match. This is a match that I think is long overdue. I think should have happened a while ago.
You think so? You really think so?
Well,
you didn't have the talent back then.
That's the problem. Like, I would say, when did Sasha and Charlotte and all of them debut. That was like 2015.
15, but I wanted it when AJ Lee, Caitlyn was still in the company because AJ held the Divas title for the longest time, and Caitlyn was a great wrestler, did a great spear. I also had
We had Paige, we had Emma. Those two were coming off the heels of their NXT feud. And didn't AJ face like Paige and all of them at WrestleMania?
Yeah, she did. And that was WrestleMania 31. Yeah, 31.
Something like, and that was her last match, wasn't it?
AJ Lee, yep, that was her last match, 31.
That was her last match. Yep.
She teamed with Paige.
That's what it was, and it wasn't against like Total Divas or something. Team Total Divas versus Team Raw or something. But
now Paige was on Total Divas. Does that make her a hypocrite?
Face turn, heel turn, face turn,
hypocrite turn.
Hypocrite turn. Oh my gosh, I love Paige. I'm just saying. This match, how many women do we have on the roster currently? Like 20?
I want to say 20.
I think 20 because I think there was 10 spots.
Well, 2 of them are injured.
2? Who's the other one?
Paige, and they're making sure Nia stays safe by not making her into the Rumble. Because she got that injury, that quote-unquote injury against Asuka.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were keeping Nia out of the match.
Yeah, she is. So wait. Oh, we'll talk about it later. No.
Yeah, we're going to get back to this Rumble right here. There's 10 spots. Let's just say that there's 10 spots available. You got legends that can come back. You got NXT call-ups, maybe. But that one I question because you have groups like Absolution and like the Riot Squad who are NXT call-ups. And if you call up any more people, maybe the iconic duo of Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, but then you're just taking away from the women's division. Or do you see Ember Moon losing at NXT TakeOver this Saturday and then entering herself in the Rumble?
But doesn't she get a rematch, though, for her title?
Usually they never go for the rematch. Because then they got Kairi Sane and then Shayna Baszler that are coming up through NXT. Speaking of Shayna Baszler, I don't know. Ronda Rousey is the big rumored name in this Royal Rumble. And it's a name that could draw a lot of interest in the professional wrestling world, especially the WWE, because you've got a big name or a woman that's gone undefeated, and it's just something different. It's something, and like we never really thought she could be like the female Brock Lesnar, if you know what I'm saying.
So you're 100% right on that. That Ronda Rousey could be and should be the female version of Brock Lesnar. I just want to let you know. Yeah. I just looked up the female roster for SmackDown.
Yeah.
And not counting Eva Marie and the Riot Squad.
Eva
Marie or whatever her name was. Not counting them, there's 8 members of the SmackDown Live roster.
And then that must be like,
counting 3 of them, that makes it. Counting the Riot Squad, it's 11.
So that must mean like Raw has like 12 or something.
I'll let you know. Probably 12, something like that.
Yeah, but getting back to Ronda Rousey here, I don't want to backtrack, but
my bad. I apologize.
No. Ronda Rousey, the rumor has it that they want to do the 4 horsewomen of the WWE.
Which is the 4 horsewomen of MMA.
Which is Maria Shafir, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, and Jessamine Juke. I think that's how you pronounce her name. That's the rumored match. Or the other rumored match is for Ronda to win this Royal Rumble, go on to WrestleMania to face Charlotte Flair.
Ooh.
That'll be the big money match for the women's division.
Well, on our show earlier today, I picked Becky Lynch, right?
Yeah.
And
good pick.
That was a good pick. But for this one, I'm going to pick somebody who I think is one of the hottest divas, hottest women on the roster right now, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
I think she's really attractive, and I have a big crush on her, and that's like how #@JackTheJobber, who has a big crush on Becky Lynch. I have a huge crush on Liv Morgan, and I want her to win the title. I want her to win the Rumble. And so I'm just because of that sole purpose.
Just because of that?
I'm going with Liv Morgan.
All right.
Did you see her body? Like Alexa Bliss, she's a women's champion. If she was the champion, I would go with Bliss. But just because of my heart, I'm going for Liv Morgan.
Okay. I can see that. That's why I'm biased with Paige, but she's not going to be in this Rumble.
Yeah, I like Paige too. So
she's not going to be in this Rumble.
I'm being biased in this one.
You can be biased. That's fine. We welcome biased people here. Unless
if you're listening, add me on Snapchat, on Instagram, official DJ AIM. Don't
add him. We got
what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, you're trying to hit on Liv Morgan. That's what's happening here. My pick for this Royal Rumble, and I'm sticking to it, and I said this before, and I'll say it again. Asuka's in this match.
But you think they're gonna see Asuka can take this L though, because it doesn't hurt her character.
But
You could have somebody like Ronda Rousey just go whoop because they're making it really too predictable, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe it is gonna be Asuka because everyone's focusing on Asuka.
I see that, but you build up Asuka as this very unstoppable force. I mean, she beat out Goldberg's undefeated streak. She is just dominating every aspect of the game. She relinquished her NXT title. She never lost it.
She was injured, first of all.
Was she injured?
She was injured. She had her.
I thought it was they were just like, you know what, we're calling you up. You're not losing it. We're not going to.
Maybe because remember her call up because from the title when she went to her first match at TLC, that was a good gap. I thought she was injured.
Well, that they usually just save to like prep her because again, there's a language barrier there.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if there's a language barrier, but I think that, just to get acclimated to the main roster, that's what you need to do. You need to give them a few weeks to get them to know the person in the match. And then, who was Emma? I miss her so much.
Really?
Yeah, I do miss Emma. I was a big Emma fan.
Wait, Emelina or Emma?
I don't even know Emelina. That was like hearing.
She looked hot in Emelina.
That came and went so fast. But back to my Royal Rumble, like weird.
Just like my relationship.
Type of, I don't know what situation to call this, but Asuka's in this match. You build up Asuka as this unstoppable force, someone who you can't mess with, you can't even touch. Yeah, she can go on to WrestleMania to face maybe Alexa Bliss.
Maybe.
Or if Charlotte has a match between now and Mania and free up the title, you can do the Four Horsewomen match. You don't have to include Ronda Rousey in the title picture yet. And then you can have Asuka go after whoever's that champion at that time. That's where I'm trying to maneuver pieces because I don't know what their plans are going into WrestleMania. But again, things can change.
You know what? Fuck it. Santina's winning it.
Santina.
Tina.
Not Santino. There's a difference.
Santino's her brother.
One has a wig, one doesn't.
Ooh, what do you mean wig? Santina is Santino's twin brother.
You're trying to keep kayfabe alive.
Damn right I am.
I appreciate that.
What do you mean kayfabe? I'm completely serious. Because you never see them at the same time. That means they're brother and sister.
It was just like a Hannah Montana type deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my fucking God.
Well, also, quick on, Santina Marella was the first transgender woman to win Miss WrestleMania. Remember, the first ever Miss WrestleMania Battle Royale, who won it? A guy dressed up in a girl. A transgendered woman.
We're breaking barriers here, people.
Yeah, so.
WWE has been ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah, you don't know shit.
You don't.
No.
They don't want none.
No, they don't want none. I
They
think
don't-
AJ wants none.
I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not judging him.
No.
I'm not judging. Speaking of judging, we are going to judge who's going to win the 2018 30-man over-the-top rope Royal Rumble match.
You know, the past 2 years, last year, sorry, I mean, this year and last year, the Rumble was so unpredictable. Because last year, people thought, oh, Undertaker, Brock, Goldberg, there were so many people that could have won it. But then Randy won it. And no one saw it coming, just like his RKOs.
Out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think, and I realize now why, because he took that big L at that year, the year prior, SummerSlam, to Brock Lesnar. He was busted open. So they were like, hey, you know what? Since you took this bump, we give you this Rumble win.
Randy, has he won a Royal Rumble before?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
That was his. He won it.
He's a two-time.
Funny thing though, Randy won both Rumbles when he was in a faction.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
one
right.
with Legacy and one with Wyatt. So look at that.
Yeah.
What facts. So yeah, no, like I was saying, don't you agree? This is one of the most unpredictable because there's no big names in this Rumble. Last year we had Brock, Goldberg, Undertaker. Now we don't have any of those guys.
Yeah, like this one's very odd because we had the brand split last year.
No, we had it the year before that.
I'm saying we had it last year, but we still kind of knew who the winner was going to be. Oh.
The brand split happened after.
I was saying we had it last year.
Oh, yeah, we had it last year.
Yeah. But anyway, last year's Rumble, you had the big names, like you said, Taker, Goldberg, Lesnar. Then Randy comes out of nowhere and wins it. But you kind of knew that the matches heading into WrestleMania were going to be Brock, Goldberg, Taker, who was Roman.
Yeah.
There was that whole thing in the middle of the Rumble. This is where the seeds for the WrestleMania feuds are planted. And I hear, I don't know if this is very true, and this is just a rumor I've heard on Twitter and all these news websites. The big match for the winner of this Royal Rumble, I have Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
And we'll get to your choice. But the big thing that they're trying to run to is Nakamura versus Styles at Mania. Because if you remember correctly, they planted the seeds for this at Money in the Bank.
They did. Remember, they also planned the seed for Brock versus Finn at the Royal Rumble.
But that's apparently scrapped.
It is scrapped. It was supposed to. I showed you how much that things can change. And, I was one of the persons that were excited to see AJ versus Shinsuke when they were both on the main roster. I'm like, I can't wait for Mania. They need these two guys need to fight. But then, as I watched their match at, was it Wrestling Kingdom 11 or 10 that they fought?
I think it was 10. 10.
It's not going to be the same. It's still brand new. A lot of people have seen it. I don't want to see AJ versus Shinsuke. What I would rather see is my pick, Finn Balor, winning the Rumble, challenging AJ, and have the club have one in each corner, have one in AJ, and have one at Finn. Have one of the Good Brothers cost AJ the match, and then making Finn finally heel.
See, I like that idea, but the idea of splitting up Gallows and Anderson, I don't think they would split them up like that, because I feel like after Mania, what they're going to do is whoever comes out of the other side as a winner for Roman and Brock, who I think is going to be Roman Reigns.
No, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. You can have Finn Balor go after the Universal title after Mania. Because you got the whole summer program that they're going to be building towards for SummerSlam. You can have Money in the Bank. You can have him win, which I think because he never got his championship rematch.
Who, Finn?
Finn. And who was the first Universal Champion. And that can set up a thing between the Shield and the club.
Well, we already had that kind of with Jason Jordan.
But Jason Jordan's not the Shield.
He's not Dean Ambrose.
Let's get that right out of here. Because Dean Ambrose is going to be back, I would imagine, springtime, summertime.
You think Dean's going to... Because the plan was to have Dean split.
He's going to turn heel.
Yeah, so I think a better time would be against the club.
Yeah.
And have Dean split it.
Or just...
have it, if they can, have it in the same arena that Seth turned heel.
Could.
And then Dean could be like, that's payback, bitch.
It could. It very well could be, because Dean Ambrose has been...
He's unstable.
He's unstable, and pretty much he's just been there.
He'd be a better heel. See, a lot of people thought he was going to lose, that Roman was going to get a top spot, Seth was going to get a top spot, Dean was going to get lost in the shuffle, but when they broke up, Dean got skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Because Roman got injured, and then after when Roman started getting wins for title matches, Dean just went...
And let's not forget, this man has won every title on the roster. He's won the United States Championship, the IC title, WWE Championship, Tag Team Championship. He just hasn't won the Universal title.
See, that's words. The WWE Universe and the announcers were praising Roman that he was a Triple Crown winner, but yet Dean did it before that.
And Seth held the U.S. title and the WWE Championship at the same time.
But they were like, and they have it, but they just pushed. They made Roman's the first one to have all three active titles. No, Dean was the first. Dean won every single active title so far besides the Universal. He won the U.S., like you said, longest United States champion, has the Intercontinental title, has the WWE title, and has the tag team titles.
Did Roman win the Universal Championship?
Yep.
No,
he did last year. He beat
That's right.
Yeah.
Triple H, right?
No, he beat.
Didn't he beat Triple H?
He beat Rusev for the U.S. title.
No, I'm saying the Universal.
Universal, no, not Universal.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
That's supposed to happen at Mania.
Stuff like that. Especially with they brought the Universal title in, it's pretty much going all over the place at this point.
Yeah.
But going out of the Rumble, do you foresee maybe, because John Cena's in this Rumble?
Yep.
Do you foresee them running with the plans that are rumored, Cena versus Taker?
I can see, they didn't do anything at Raw 25, which everybody was excited for and thinking it was going to happen. What I think is going to happen is Cena's in the match, in the Rumble. All you hear is ding. And then you see The Undertaker, and then throwing Cena over the top rope.
Yeah, because this is something that we all thought, like you said, Raw 25. We're going to see Cena versus Taker. That's where it's going to start.
Because it was supposed to happen in Mania 32 again when it was supposed to be Shane versus McMahon.
Yeah, and that's another thing I'll get back to after this. But Taker needs to. I mean, we all saw it coming that Taker's last match should be against John Cena.
100%.
Whether it be him losing or him winning, I think Cena can take the loss because he can just come back 4 months later and everyone will forget. And he can just go. And if you put him in a title feud and he wins like the Universal title or the World WWE Championship, he ties Ric Flair's record or he breaks it. He breaks the record. Everyone's going to forget.
Yeah.
Taker gets the win. You send him off. Perfect. John Cena comes back in a few months because he's probably going to go. I heard he might be casted in the Duke Nukem movie that they're going to be playing. Yeah, he might be playing Duke Nukem. He can just go.
Who, Rock or Cena?
Cena.
Same people.
Yeah, they're one of them's Samoan, one of them's not. That's the only difference.
But their whole life is basically like a road. It ends up at the end.
Yeah, Cena, he's succeeding in the film industry, and great for him. But you said Shane McMahon, and that reminded me of something I wanted to talk about. So that was the 2018 Royal Rumble. Let's see if these picks pan out as they should be. And I'll leave a link in the description of our picks for who we want to win in the Royal Rumble. And hey, leave a comment if you guys think that, we might be right, we might be wrong. Let us know what you think.
Can I change my woman to James Ellsworth?
James Ellsworth? Okay. He's just going to win everything?
Yeah, he's going to win everything.
He's going to come out, let's just like tag team and US and everything. I can get behind
# I'm behind James Ellsworth.
And was it any man with two fists can fight or has a fighting chance or something?
Yeah, any man with two fists has a fighting chance.
So,
speaking of two men fighting chance, Shane, who uses his fists more than anyone else.
In a very weird way, I might add. He does this weird swinging motion.
Just like that. Okay.
I don't get it, but Shane McMahon. You can't touch the McMahons.
Nope.
This brings me back to AJ Styles. AJ Styles matches.
Here comes some money. Sorry.
AJ Styles has had 2 matches at Mania.
Yes.
One being against Chris Jericho for nothing. That wasn't a title match.
He didn't face Chris Jericho at Mania. He faced AJ and he faced Shane.
No, I'm talking about AJ Styles.
Oh, AJ Styles.
Because I'm thinking about the year after, which was Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to treat AJ Styles like they have been, by that meaning they're going to let Styles walk into Mania not as champion. I think they're going to keep the strap on him.
Yeah.
And I think it'll do him good.
Yeah, it'd be second year? No, third year here, right?
Third year here. No. Yeah, he did third year because he debuted at the Rumble, and then he went on to face the thing with Jericho.
Yeah.
And everything from there.
Pa.
So I'm just saying, I hope they don't let Styles walk into Mania not as champion.
Oh, yeah.
Or I hope they don't mess that up, because AJ Styles, let's be honest, he is the reason that SmackDown is what it is today.
He's the house. This is the house that AJ Styles built, which is one because people after the draft, people have been watching SmackDown Live a lot more, and just to see what AJ's doing, which I think WWE did a great job not trading him when they had the Superstar shakeup.
Yeah,
because AJ Styles, he can from face to heel, he can make a heel gimmick into a face gimmick, and people would still cheer him.
And as much as I like Jinder Mahal and I like that whole Maharaja,
I did not. Even though he's my cousin, I didn't like it.
As much as I like Jinder Mahal, ticket sales weren't there.
Nope.
There was no interest in the WWE title.
Nope.
And when you have a guy that's like Brock Lesnar, who's not there at every show, and you have Jinder Mahal as the guy right below Brock Lesnar, it's kind of like...
And having a match with Jinder and Brock that no one wanted. And
that was that Survivor Series.
That was going to happen, and they realized people don't want this. Let's change this up.
Yeah, that's what it was. They switched it up last minute, and they brought Styles in. It just goes to show you that Styles is a star.
And Brock actually put more effort into that match against AJ than any other matches we've seen before.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was going to... Like I was saying to you when that match was happening, I thought that match... was going to be... I was hoping that AJ Styles wouldn't be in that match.
Yeah.
I was hoping and praying because I thought it would be just a giant squash match.
Like SummerSlam with Randy.
Yeah, just like with Cena. Remember that one year with Cena? They just completely trashed him. I thought they were going to do that to Styles, and I'm like, you can't do that. No. He just won the title. He's back. He's this. He's that. He's everything you want for a SmackDown face.
Yeah.
and then they had a great match.
Yo.
But getting back to my theory with Styles, WWE, if you are listening, please
Hashtag sponsor us.
Oh yeah, please. If you by any chance feel the need to take the title off AJ Styles, please don't, because you'll just ruin it. You'll ruin everything.
Absolutely.
But I mean, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn aren't bad by all means. But AJ Styles versus Nakamura, or AJ Styles versus Finn, money match right there.
Money match.
Now, since we handled the Royal Rumble, since we're coming up on Mania, we must consider one final thing, and
What's
I want to talk to you about what happened this past Monday at Raw 25.
What did we have over there? A couple of haters?
A cup of hater. We'll get to the cup of hater that is Enzo Amore, but what did you think of Raw 25?
You know, Dave Meltzer put it as it in a good way. It was a huge disappointment. Overhyped. Like me and you were talking about. Raw 1000 was way better. Raw 15 was a lot better. And, you know, it was just like, it could have been done way better. I felt like everything was rushed. The Manhattan Center got the short end of the stick, even though they had, like, The Undertaker, like, they had the Yes, like, they had the Battle Club. I felt like the Raw should have ended at the Manhattan Center with the DX and Battle Club doing the Too Sweet. That could be like the curtain call. Like, all of them came together and hugged and stuff like that. But, yeah, like, a huge disappointment. I barely watched it. I watched the highlights. It was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, Raw 25 started off on a great note.
Yeah.
We had the McMahons out there. We had Vince. Everyone was doing the no chance in hell. You've got. I mean, I love when that happens because it's like, it's Vince. As much as he screws up everything, all these matches that we could have had, you just love him because without him, and he said it himself, without him, none of us would have been here.
Yeah, no, Raw had a great opening. Like I told you before, they wasted Stone Cold's potential. Just a stunner. They could have had him talk. He could have said something. Because remember, he made one word over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he could have said something. He could have done something. He could have got a beer truck or something like that. Kurt Angle could have done a lot better because McMahon's was there. It was like cameos. Like
there were legends on that show, like MVP. Like, who else was there? The APA.
Jeff Hardy.
Brother
Love.
But Jeff Hardy's, I think he's still hurt.
Yeah, he is.
He might be. There's a lot of missed spots that they could have had. Just like I think I'm a big advocate. MVP is a wrestling free agent. What if you had him in the Royal Rumble? Or what if you had... He could very well be a surprise entrant. And that'll be pretty awesome if he is, because we haven't seen MVP in a while.
Yeah.
Especially in the WWE. We've seen him in TNA. We've seen him in New Japan. We've seen him everywhere else. And I think he wants to come home. And another thing, wouldn't you think at Raw 25, you're celebrating 25 years in the past, wouldn't you want somebody to debut?
No, not really.
You wouldn't want, like, I don't know, like, I wouldn't say EC3 because that might be saved for the Rumble.
No, yeah.
James Storm talked about
coming back.
He wants to come back. He wants to be in the WWE.
Not in NXT. He didn't like the Performance Center.
Yeah, I hope not, because he's an old man. Or he's not an old man, but, like, wrestling-wise, he's older.
Yeah.
I would have liked maybe, like, a debut or...
Because if you had a guy debut...
Or a return.
If you would have a guy debut, he would probably trash all the legends.
Yeah.
And then you get buried. So that's why
you just started now.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of why I got angry about Raw 25.
Why'd you get wrong?
The revival.
Oh, because of that.
The revival. I love DX. I love the Click.
Break it down.
I love, like, that was my childhood right there.
What, Battle Club? Was your childhood Battle Club?
No, DX. DX, the Click, all that. I love everything about that whole thing.
Don't get loud with me.
Yeah, I will, because this is what makes me mad. I love the Revival. That is my favorite tag team in WWE right now, besides New Day and besides the Usos.
Really?
These guys.
Really? I'm being the middle now.
You can be like R-Truth, Riley, Randy,
right,
Little Jimmy. We got the Revival here. That, like I said before, we were talking about this earlier. They are. the pop that they got at the Raw after WrestleMania last year, it was insane. And if they didn't have the jaw injury and the torn bicep for Dawson and Dash Wilder, I guarantee you they would have held the tag team championships earlier in that year.
Most likely.
Because they went out and they trashed the New Day. They literally just came in the building, was like, you know what? Fuck the New Day.
Yeah.
I'm just going to come in here and just
fuck you guys up.
Wreck everybody. That's what they did. That was their whole gimmick. No flips, just fists. The matches they put on NXT.
Was that on a shirt? I feel like that was on a shirt.
That was on a shirt. And that was like kind of their motto. The top guys, that's their big shtick.
Yeah.
But if you guys watched NXT before, you know the Revival is something special. And what they did on Raw 25 to them
was something special.
Was something special in a really bad way. Yep. I mean, you had the Ascension at Raw. Was it Raw 1000? I think it was, or something like that.
The Ascension.
The Ascension had the spot last time.
No, Raw 1000. Damian Sandler had the spot with the DX. It was like the Royal Rumble. It was like It was like this month, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That the Ascension got buried by the New Age Outlaws.
That's what it was. Yeah, they got buried by all those legends.
Yeah.
And that's not like this, especially how young this team is.
Yeah.
You don't want to be doing that because they don't take the talent that seriously. Like, I still love the Revival. I still want them to be tag team champions. Like, I hope in 2018 at some point they hold the tag team championships. But to just have them buried, especially Triple H being that NXT guy, like the father of NXT, I like to call him.
Papa Trips.
Why wouldn't you just get like a team like Titus Worldwide or like Heath Slater and Rhino?
Like we discussed about that.
The jobbers.
Yeah.
Instead of like a potential top talent set that you have. That's my only gripe about it. Again, in the big scheme of things, nothing's really wrong with that spot. But it was just kind of like, really? You're going to do it to them? Like, out of all people? Like, you have other people. You could have put Kurt Hawkins out there, for all I care.
No, you don't touch my Kurt Hawkins. He's on a losing streak.
He's on a losing streak, and you could have just chalked another one up for him.
No, I don't want him to lose to legends.
You want him to lose to specific people, like Braun or Kane or somebody.
Kurt Hawkins was injured. Remember, Braun just threw him? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You just can't show up the next day.
He can't lose anymore.
Yeah. So, you know who can lose now?
Who?
A couple of haters. A certified rapist.
What do we got over here? A sex offender?
A sex offender.
I seen that meme, or I seen that comment on one of the wrestling.
Oh, you didn't post? I thought you thought of it.
No, I'm not that original.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I could have just rolled with it, but
I was like,
I'm not taking credit to it. But whoever posted that on the Facebook group that I'm a part of,
can I be part of the Facebook group?
It's not. It's like a page. It's like It's like a meme wrestling page. I'll show it to you after, or if you are interested, I'll leave the link in the description. Now that we're on YouTube, I can say that. I feel like a proper YouTuber now. But it was like a meme. It's like when. It was about the Enzo.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, it was alleged that he raped a woman
and
drugged her. Nothing to this point.
Back in October. And we are right now. It is January 24th, and this is 3:01 p.m. So if anything happens while we're recording this, we don't know. He hasn't been rehired.
He got cut on Tuesday.
Yes.
But he hasn't been it's not set in stone that that's what he did.
Yeah.
Nothing has been proved, and so far the only thing we have right now that the public knows about is the DMs from the victim, and I don't know who the exchange was.
I haven't seen DMs. The DMs still on Twitter?
The DMs are still on Twitter, but the exchange is on Twitter for you to see.
On whose page? On hers?
I forgot. I don't know. I think it is. I think, yeah, it's still on the victim's page. I'm calling her a victim, but I feel bad, but I don't know her name, and I don't really want to use
Victim A.
Yeah, person A, because I feel bad calling her a victim.
I don't.
Again, sexual assault is a very serious issue.
Yeah, it's not a joke, even though I'm making jokes about it because I'm a little asshole.
Yeah, it's just something that, it's especially this past year or like late 2017. Stuff like this has been happening, and it's crazy.
You just brought the tone down.
I know.
Come on, we're talking about a couple of rapists, a couple of hater. Agree. He's a certified sex offender. Can we just continue on to
Yeah.
Enzo Amore, the former cruiserweight champion?
Yeah, I just wanted to preface that. But, yeah, Enzo Amore, the cruiserweight champion, was suspended Monday.
Yes.
Then we get into early hours of Tuesday. I would say midday.
After, yeah, because me and Jared were talking about it, and we were like, he's not going to get fired.
Around,
So.
around 1 o'clock. And you get the message, he got released. Now, WWE as a company, as much as it's like weird to say it, they made the right move because they don't want shareholders to be like, oh, you condone this type of activity, then you lose stock, and it's a big business problem. That's what it is. Then we're going to move on to the other side of this Enzo Amore thing, is if you leave him on the roster, you leave him as champion, things get out to the kids about, oh, this is what he did, It's not a good example.
Yeah.
But again, this is all just, we don't know if this is 100% true. Nothing at this moment has been proved yet.
All you know is that Enzo tried to give the girl his spoon, his sauce, and she didn't want any of it.
Muscles marinara, that's what he calls himself.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
Again...
But did you see what he said to her? Which, speaking of marinara sauce, and he was like, "You wish you wanted." Like, what you told me about it?
Again, this isn't something that I know for a fact.
Yeah.
I just I read it somewhere, and I'll try to find the story, and I'll leave it in the link down below.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff in the link.
We're gonna have a huge comment section.
Yeah.
But anyway, he said like, "Oh, you should want this dick because I got 1 million followers on Instagram or something." Like, he was bragging that he's a superstar, and again, it just a scumbag move.
Scumbag Amore.
And like, again, I don't want to say he's definitely a scumbag.
He probably is,
because I don't know if he did any of this. But at the same time, if he did, like, that's wrong. You can't abuse your power like that.
You can, and it's really fucked up. But now I just thought about something. I'm starting to go off topic. What happens to Big Cass? Does he get repackaged? Does he come back as...
I think Big Cass that's going to probably be at the Rumble too. Or if he's healed up, that'll be something that they'll hold off.
Because a lot of people are saying that when Big Cass comes back, you can have Enzo and Big Cass become heels. And Big Cass be like, look at that. When I was gone, you were able to win a title. You were able to step up. How about we form...
I think Cass just comes back and does his own thing. Because WWE has that weird, that thing from Men in Black, the flasher, the mind eraser. You can forget things. Like, Finn Balor hasn't got his Universal rematch. Zack Ryder never got a U.S. title rematch. Chris Benoit. There's just stuff that CM Punk. There's just stuff
who was the last two people you said?
Yeah, I know. It's a shame.
Yeah.
But WWE... they got the power to make you forget.
Well, speaking of forgetting, I want to forget this past Monday night.
Why?
It wasn't good.
We talked about Raw.
Yeah, but no, but that's up with the Enzo, with the Raw being bad. I just want to forget both of those things.
Yeah, this Monday, especially the go-home show for the Royal Rumble, very lackluster. I think that if you had the chance to make a good show, that a regular Raw could have been. I think it was the fact that they're trying to build off the nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's what Raw was. That's what it was, because you had the APA poker room, you had the Stone Cold Stunner with the beers, you had the Undertaker saying stuff that we don't know what it means.
Do we ever know what it means?
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
No, yeah. I think they need to make an Undertaker Urban Dictionary. Digging holes and taking souls. What does that mean? Fighting the Roman, or losing the Roman.
Fighting Roman or losing, getting parried by Roman.
Yeah. All right, so is that...
I think we can call it a day there. This is where we're going to end.
Call it a night. We've been in this freaking studio for the past 10 hours. It's 6 o'clock at night right now.
It is very much 3:07 in the afternoon here.
My time is set up in Europe time. I don't know why your time is set up at 3:07.
Because I'm American.
America.
That is going to conclude our very first Running the Ropes podcast. I hope you enjoyed. I am your host, Kalo. You can follow me on Instagram at KEV_LOPES. And somewhere in the video box, I'm going to throw in our Snapchats too. So I'm going to hand it over to you.
Braun!
No, it's not Braun.
No, it's not. Okay. You guys can follow me on Instagram at official_DJ AIM. And like Kalo said, you can follow us on YouTube. Our links will be in that description. It's going to be a pretty long description.
Yeah, you guys can like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and let us know, who do you think is going to be winning the Royal Rumble? Who do you think is going to be winning in these championship matches?
James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth winning the whole damn thing.
And who do you think are going to be some of those surprise entrants in both the men and women's Royal Rumble? We're going to be back with another podcast sometime soon. I'm going to ignore you with that. Sometime soon. And let's get back to running the ropes.